I just woke up and my channel was totally gone. Not a sight, nothing, nada, gone. Many of us have heard about the stories of people are losing their channels, losing their, videos and having disputes with YouTube, etc. And we fear that that's going to happen to us because we put so much work into what we are doing. And I have a channel that is small. I am posting soft-spoken ASMR, Homestead, peaceful stuff, not offending to anyone. And I am creating my own content. I'm not stealing from anyone. I'm not, messing around on the edge of anything. It is a very peaceful, innocent channel. So I did not expect that my channel would suddenly be suspended. I was accused of scam, spam, or deceptive practices, which was totally insane. But that's what happened. I woke up and I was just gonna check my channel. And when I went into the page, YouTube gave me this can't find the page, and it was this monkey image. But I thought perhaps, the computer has restarted, something has happened. So I went to log in, and then I realized that I was not able to get into my account. And when I went to the actual page, it says that it doesn't exist, can't be found, and I realized that, whoa, something has really, really happened to my channel. And that's when I also saw that I'd received an email where it says that we have removed your channel. Now I'm going to go through all of that. I'm going to read the actual email for you. In the email, I was told that I could appeal the decision to remove my channel. And it wasn't just to remove my channel. I would not be able to have a YouTube channel ever again. I could not understand what this was about. But I did some research, and if this is something that is happening to you, I was allowed to appeal, and I'm going to go through that with you today. So here we see the email that I received, and it says, Eden, we have removed your channel from YouTube. Hi Eden, we have reviewed your content and found severe and repeated violations of our spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy. Yeah, right. I did not do anything, and they have admitted to that later on. But this is what they write. They have found severe and repeated violations. And for content creator, this is quite shocking. It's quite unexpected, and you feel powerless. Now they write, because of this, we have removed your channel from YouTube. We know this is probably very upsetting news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is safe for all. And if we think a channel severely violates our policies, we take it down to protect other users on the platform. But if you believe we've made the wrong call, you can appeal this decision. You'll find more information about the policy and question and how to submit an appeal below. What our policy says: content that promotes spam, scams, or other deceptive practices isn't allowed on YouTube. And then I can click to learn more on YouTube Help Center. But none of the stuff that is listed there is relevant. It talks about, money scams, repeated messages and comments that is spam-ish. And then, of course, it is if you have celebrities and clickbaity sort of thing on your thumbnails that is leading to a link to somewhere else. Now they say how this affects your channel. We have permanently removed your channel from YouTube. Period. Going forward, you won't be able to access, possess, or create any other YouTube channels. this is pretty harsh. There's no, hearing, there's no evidence, there's no documentation. They've just come to this decision. And luckily, you are permitted to appeal. But, honestly, there should be a warning first. And then they say what you can do next. These are the steps you can take if you want to appeal this decision. So you can review YouTube's community guidelines, which I have done, which is not giving any interesting information at all because it is all non-relevant to my situation. And then you can click here to actually appeal, and make sure you fill out the appeal form as completely as possible, including your channel URL. So they're actually giving you here the URL, the address for your channel. It's, a very simple form. I will click it and I will read through what is there also. So this one is actually in Norwegian. It is automatically translating it. So that makes it a little bit harder for you to understand what it actually says. But basically, it's about not being able to access your Google product, and you have to fill out your entire name, your real name, and then you have to fill out the email. This is the email that is for my YouTube channel, and then we have the email that I want to have, them responding to. And then here you put the URL for the actual YouTube account, and that was in the actual email, so that was quite helpful. And then you have this field where you are going to put in the explanation and your comment to Google or to, I think this one is going to Google. And in this field, there's only room for 1,000 characters, which is not much when you're gonna appeal something like this. However, I did find a text and I used that as a template, and I did make some changes. And because they had pointed to scam, spam and deceptive practices, and I have been reading the community guidelines, I knew what to emphasize. So some of the things that I wrote were actually not that relevant, but I added it simply because, it was part of the template and it was better to put it all in there and make sure that there were no points that were not mentioned. So I will actually read what I wrote in my text for the appeal. So I write my channel, and then I put my channel name in brackets. My channel should not have been terminated. To my knowledge, there is no severe violation of any kind. Can you please check my channel again, as there seems to be a misunderstanding. I did not receive any warning prior to termination and have had no chance to correct, let alone understand, what the supposed problem is. My videos contain no nudity, sexual or suggestive content, no threats, violent or graphic content, no hateful, political, discriminating or hate speech, no scam or spam, no repeated messages, and only a few safe and relevant links. No misleading thumbnails, and then I also add that most of my thumbnails are of me and my immediate surroundings. No misleading metadata. I add tags, title and description after the best ability, and include words that are relevant to attract viewers looking for the topics that I share in the video. As a serious content creator, I am very discouraged. Please review my channel again so I can have it back. Many thanks. So this is basically the text that I used. If you have a claim or a charge, you're being accused, this one is covering most of the topics. And if there is an error, that is something that I wanted to add, but I didn't actually have enough characters for it. But I wanted to say that if there is an error, then that is out of, a simple mistake, out of ignorance, and I am prepared to correct it if anything is wrong. So in that way, I would show that I am more than willing to cooperate And I will do so if you only tell me what is wrong. And I'm gonna put the text that I actually wrote in that appeal in the description of this video, so that if you are in a similar situation, you can actually copy that text and adjust it to fit your needs. But then I did receive a response less than 24 hours. I think it was even less than 12 hours. And they say, "Hi, Eden." They actually write in Norwegian here again, so I will have to translate it. But they say, "Hi, Eden. We have reviewed your channel and your appeal for Eden Lightworks, which is the channel. And after having a new look, we can confirm that the channel is not violating the community guidelines. Thank you for your patience while we went through the appeal. Our goal is to make sure that the content do not break or violate the guidelines for users, so that YouTube can be a safe place for everyone. Sometimes, unfortunately, we do make some mistakes when we try to do the right thing, and we apologize for any inconvenience this may have led to. We appreciate that you let us know. And then it says, how does this affect your channel? To solve the case, we have restored the channel on YouTube. And if you have any further questions, you can contact us here. And then they give a link. So they do apologize, but they do not actually give any explanation as to what the actual accusation was and what could have triggered it. But what I did is that I went into support, YouTube support, and it was, a little hassle to actually be able to get to the place where you can send them a message. But I got to that place, and I did ask about my rights as a content creator. And I did actually get a response already. And in this response, there's actually no real response at all. It's just standard text and links that's been cut out. It's not relevant to my case. It's not really helping anything. I did ask if there's anything I can do to just simply avoid those accusations, because then I would not have to worry as much if I went on a holiday, for example. And they're simply not providing any response to that. So what I will do is I will respond to this email, and I will say that this is not even close to answering any of my questions. So please take a look at my questions and my real case and try to give me, accurate information based on the case, so that I can understand how to avoid things like this and other things in the future. You work so hard to make the videos, to build up credibility, to build up an audience, and then woof, overnight it's just gone and you don't have a say. I had no warning, no strikes, no nothing, just gone without anything. So anyway, that's what happened. Suddenly I didn't have a channel. I was gonna post a video this Friday, which is hopefully when this video is being posted, but I didn't even know if I had a channel. So I got a little bit delayed in the process of actually making that video, because I had to spend my time making sure that I actually had a channel. Now, it did go very well in my case. After 25 hours, I did receive my channel back and everything was as before. It feels very discouraging and unfair when things like this happens. So for that reason, I will, in the months ahead, I will work on strategies to get the audience that I have here on YouTube also active on different platforms, just in case something like this happens and it doesn't end well. I do not want to lose the core audience, those that are happy to have found me and that I am happy that have come my way. I do have TikTok, I do have Rumble, but I'm not active there, it's just opened. So if you actually want to just go ahead and sign up on those places just in case, then you can. But what I do have that is a new thing that is active and that is ready, I have just completed a web page. And in there, right now there's some stuff, there's gonna come a lot more stuff, and I'm quite excited about that one. So if you would like to take a look at that, I will add the link somewhere here. So that is a place that you may want to visit and, just get familiar with. I am building my own home elsewhere also, so that those who really appreciate what I'm doing will know where to find me. If you haven't visited my channel earlier, I usually do ASMR and soft spoken and whispered, homestead, nature, vintage stuff, that kind of thing. And today it is soft spoken. This is pretty much how I speak normally anyway, but I got into ASMR because I speak like this. And today I'm just talking about what happened. I have ASMR Homestead vlog, and today I was actually going to have a live update and share a little bit about the things that's been going on the homestead lately. But since this happened, this was the urgent thing that's been going on, so that is what I am sharing right now, and hopefully this will be useful information for somebody else who's coming in the same situation. If you like homestead, ASMR, nature, vintage stuff, and that kind of thing, please subscribe to my channel. I am happy to have you here. And if you're just visiting because you are interested in this YouTube matter, then hello to you and thank you for visiting, and best of luck in your situation. I hope that your dispute is being solved quickly if that is you. And if you're just thinking of starting a YouTube channel, just know that these kind of things can happen, and it's good to actually know a little bit about it before it may happen, so that when it does, if it does, you will be calm and know what to do and not freak out, not spend too much energy on fighting the process, but rather be smart in the process. So with that, I thank you and say good night or have a good day or whatever time it is your place, and I wish you all the best.